What's up, collective? Hope your spring as well. I think spring has changed. I'm in the US, so what is April showers bring May flowers is more like February showers bring March flowers. It's a whole new rhyme we have to think of for our kids, you know. Anyway, first card out. Dear love. I have an affinity with deer and animals just in general. I don't know what it is. At the zoo, they come to me up to the glass. We have communication in nature. You might see past posts, like when I first got on YouTube, where deer just come out and start eating around me, birds, turkeys, all it's crazy. Okay. Anyway, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Yeah. A lot of us have had to give grace to people who don't deserve it. A lot of us in the collective have been very lenient and Grace Kelly level of sophistication as well as peace with regard to people who have literally come for our throats. And, you know, that's hard to do sometimes. But I want you to know you can be gentle with yourself and don't worry about the external energies because God will take care of that for you. Ladybug and good luck. That's another thing. Ladybugs land on me a lot. You'll see in prior posts. You need to look. It says, you are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy in the here and now. Feel good about being loving and colorful. Okay? I need my glasses. My eyes are getting woohoo. You bless the world with color and good luck. Usually when you see these, they're red or yellow. And they're beautiful little bugs. Some people may be afraid of bugs. Me personally, I garden a lot, so they don't really faze me. Except for maybe praying mantises. They're a little scary, but I've learned to get used to them. Spiders as well. Your personality brightens up a room. It brightens up those who are in your life. Now, it's interesting what comes to mind, a person who comes to mind right out of my psyche right now is Shanquella Robinson, okay? She was a beautiful girl, and she surrounded herself with individuals that were playing in her face. Let's just say that. They pretended to like her. They gave off the vibe that she was one of them, when in all actuality, she was a star within her own right. A beautiful soul. However, she dimmed her light and stuck around a bunch of individuals who hated her guts and wanted her dead and followed through. Just recently, the FBI came up with some facts of someone stepping forward with regard to her case. And they redacted a lot of information. They're trying to get the case to go back to Mexico, where, you know, they can stall it a bit more and not have people held accountable who have been gaslighting the public and gaslighting her family into believing that they had nothing to do with it. This vibe is the vibe that I'm getting for the collective. There are a lot of people in your life that you believe are for you, but they really would, you know, do their best to take your financial stability. They'll do their best to try to knock you off course. They'll do their best to try to mess up your marriage. They'll do their best to try to make sure that anything with regard to your finances or your just well-being is taken out of your peace. And that's unfortunate. Now, as a chosen one, you know, we're supposed to be, turning the other cheek, so to speak. Now, for me, I don't do spell work. However, I do a lot of protection work for those who I love, as well as my animal babies. Now, protection work can come in the form of prayer. It could come in the form of spiritual baths. Those are things that I do. Candle work, chanting. It could also come in a physical form where you may use efun. You know, that's egg, pressed egg. You can also wear various, protective amulets or a cross. That's good enough. Jesus is down with that. I say this to say that it's a good idea during this time, especially around the blood moon that just happened and various other cycles, right? And planetary alignments. There are people who have nefarious intentions towards you. And when you're an earth angel, you can't just sit back and be like, la, 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 I'm okay. I recently saw a video that has to do with beauty reversal magic. And this is something just right off the bat, I'll tell you. When I was overweight and dealing with health issues, I was 100% sure that there was somebody in my energy that wanted me dead. And they were doing any and everything in their power to make sure that all of the things listed about a minute ago that I stated were in shambles for me. When I started my protection, I started looking better, feeling better. My finances have been on point, and there's literally nothing that any of them can do at this point. You got to call on God. God will do but so much if you're not writing down your trajectory and asking the Most High to assist you. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, let's do this musical deck. What would this individual want to say to you? Okay, Ray J. I can't stand Ray J. And he is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Brandy, right? She's an incredible artist. She has the most incredible voice. She is one of the R&B geniuses of our time, right? And she has a brother that is standing kind of like close to her energy. And her career, I think her entire career, she's done her best to try to shield herself as well as her daughter from people who literally want to cloak their talents and personality within her energy, okay? Her on her own is a force to be reckoned with, and they know this. So they do their best to siphon energy from her to create their own vibe and their own career and financially. Kim K is another one who stole her mom's credit card and started charging up stuff for herself so she could look good. Do you see what I'm saying? She was the main girl. But all these individuals want to siphon off her energy. Anyway, one wish. If I had one wish, we would be best of friends. Yeah. Love would never end. It would just begin. If I had one wish, you would be my boo. Promise to love you. Trust me, and I'll trust you. If I had one wish, we would run away, making love all day, have us a baby. If I had one wish, I would make you my whole life, and you would be my wife. Make it right this time, right? So whoever this individual is, who is in your energy, they literally want to create a life with you, to cloak in your energy, so that they could look good for the, general population. A lot of people do this in friendships, in love, even in sexual energy. They will have sex with you, right? And then take that energy to a karmic person they're dating in a third party. And that person will feel your soul connection and literally take that energy that you have, and it'll go to like two people. You're like the Energizer Bunny for that relationship. Crazy, right? People will do it. Speaking of the animal babies, sir, what are you doing up here? Why don't you look in the camera, since, you know, you want to act crazy. You're knocking down all my cards. Goodbye. Like I said, something about the fur babies. All right, let's talk more about this energy here and see what it is that they want to say to you and what, you know, their true vibes are. Let me turn this up a little bit. I got that, you know, what is that thing? That light on there, that TikTok light that everybody had. I got off TikTok since, you know. Will that do it? Okay. All right. Let's see what this piece of work has to say. I'm using Clarity. I got a whole bunch of decks in here, but... All right. Side hustle, extra income, self-employed, multiple jobs. Okay? This is your vibe, what you're doing. And I pulled this card out the last reading, ironically. Okay? And it seems to me that this energy, this, you know, character wants to, you know, shit on everything that you're doing to make sure that you don't have this extra income, these finances coming in. Because the more vulnerable you are, the easier you are to manipulate. Brick wall, guarded, hard to reach, defense mechanism. Good. Stay in that energy. Because I keep hearing create antivirus software, protect your phone, do the things that you need to do for yourself, double authentication like Face ID, as well as, you know, encrypted authentication on your phone and on all of your devices to make sure that this individual can't do what they want to do, you know? Here we go. Shaking my head, let down, feeling disappointed, disapproving of situation. Yeah, they big mad. They're mad that they can't get in your energy. Excuse the scratch. My baby is going in his litter box. I have 3 babies. All right. And 1 human baby. Switch up, reintroduction, acting brand new, a brand new persona. Hey, I know it's been forever. What's good? Hey, big head. Yeah, they're pulling that. This camera keeps doing the most. Here we go. Hey, big head, I'm back. And you're like, get that out of here. Oh, let's pull some more energy. All right. Now, I think, let's hear what they want to say to you, okay? Not that it matters. A lot of the collective is just like, you know, if they had a funeral or were set on fire, you wouldn't even spit on them or go to the funeral. All right. Father wounds. My father is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine masculine energy within me and externally. Oh, shit. Look at this thing. This is like, yo, if there ever were a hater, right? They're literally trying to keep me from doing this reading so hard. Okay, give me a second. They trying to keep me from doing this reading. They big mad. You see that? How the camera's like, ooh. Yeah. Yeah. A big influence. Fathers can make or break us. Now, my dad was not perfect. He was one of my first enemies in many things in my life. I'm not going to go into that in this reading because this is about this individual. But I will say this. He regretted a lot of the things that he did in this lifetime. And on his deathbed, because I was there, I can sense that he was sorry even though he was not able to communicate it. There are a lot of people out here who will never get an apology. And you're going to have to be okay with that. You're going to have to be okay with that. Same thing with my mother, you know. We didn't have a perfect relationship either. But on her deathbed, I held her when she died as well. She was sorry for a lot of the things that she did in this lifetime. You know, none of us have perfect relationships. You know what I'm saying? And it's how you come out in the end, right? That's how you keep score. That's how you win. Despite all of the karmic, horrible things that happen to you, it is your job in Earth School to pass the class anyway. You can't use whatever the hell happened to you in childhood as an excuse for you to be a shitty ass adult. Period. I hope you get that. I'm sorry. I hate how much I hurt you. Cards confirming. I'm sorry for all the pain that I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. You're damn right. The collective didn't deserve any of it. You understand? There's still no excuse. And, you know, during hospice, I saw a lot of interesting things that I would consider supernatural, that God was there despite their actions. You know, I truly believe God forgives a lot of injustice. But the key is there are a lot of people out here who want an apology, but they don't want to change. They want an apology, but they don't want to take accountability for the horrible things that they've done. And that's no bueno. All right, one more. Jealousy. I am very jealous. I can barely stand it. Ray J was jealous of Brandy. Shanquilla Robinson had jealous ass hoes surrounding her. Male and female. Okay? Collective, I need you to be more protective of your energy. I mean that spiritually, like I said earlier. But if you got to get a burner and you got to stay armed, get your license, do what you have to do to make sure that you are protected. Get some, you know, spray, do what you got to do. Because I'm telling you, in the next few years, you are going to see karmic energies self-combusting and losing their freaking minds. Because of the choices and decisions that they made in their lifetime, they think that they don't have to be held accountable for. There are going to be a lot of cuts in funding. There are going to be a lot of individuals losing their jobs, losing their homes, losing their cars, due to the decisions that they made, partially, but also to the decisions that God made in the form of karma, based on the fact that they were not repentant. And it's going to get really ugly. I don't like to talk like this. I don't like to be negative because it brings down my energy. But you need to be warned. And guess who they're going to try and come for first? Us. Stay ready. Get barricades or whatever for your doors, or be mindful of your surroundings, because it's about to get real ugly. Real ugly. And you better be prepared. You know? Physical defense. I'm real good in that department. Fuck around and find out. All right. Detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. This is the law of attraction, my friends. You know, when you want something so bad, I'll use an example. Usually psychotic energies in relationships. Oh my God, I love him or I love her. And they go crazy trying to chase a person, constantly be in their energy, call up their friends, call up their family members. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, the person that you're chasing wouldn't even want to be around you after you start behaving this way. Don't you think? It's the opposite effect. This goes with manifestation as well. Let's say that there's something that you really want. You write this down, pray about it, give it to God, and do not obsess over it. Detach. And magically, these things come into your life. I'm telling you, it works. You know, I don't know if you guys have seen any other videos that I've had, but I practice Buddhism simultaneously being a Christian. Sounds crazy, right? But it works for me personally. Because the chanting and the understanding of self is one thing, and God and the Bible is another thing. These merged together help you manifest. It doesn't matter what religion you are, because I'm an interfaith person. I really am not a religious person. I'm very spiritual. But, you know, I feel like religion divides. You know, I really do. All right, grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. And this is how I like to be. I'm a regular person, you know? And instead of being on a soapbox, putting people down, I take my energy to manifest my daily life, be kind to others, staying low key. I could floss and brag, but I choose not to. Why? Because the more you do that, the more insecure you look. And that has something to do with detachment as well. You know, when you are ambivalent about money and realize it's an energy and not physical paper, or now it's turning into what I would call currency, be it crypto or whatever, or stocks or whatever it is that you're into, it's all energy. You know what I'm saying? And the more you act scarce and afraid of it leaving you all the time, the broker you will become. I promise you that. All right, let's do one more from this deck. Loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's, right? So detachment also has everything to do with the ego as well. Because your ego is what's holding on to whatever it is, be it a job, a person, a lifestyle, your addictions. It really doesn't matter, you know, to let go, right? And to detach. You may feel that loss. It may be painful to you in that moment. However, it's the best thing for you, okay? All right, let's do another deck. Messages from the universe. I like doing general readings because love is so played out. Like these love readings, I see so many readings on love and it's really making me annoyed because people use relationships and love to get away from the real shit they have to do in their lives. Like be financially stable or figure out where they're going to be sleeping next month because they got evicted. That's insane to me. You need to be prioritizing your children if you have them, prioritizing your financial outlook for the next, week, month, whatever. Stop worrying about getting up in somebody's energy because you're in love. In love is a lie from the pit of hell. Okay? I'm in love. I need to focus on that. That is a distraction for your inadequacies. That is a distraction from you getting your shit together to make sure you're stable. You know that's crazy, right? And I keep going back to this whole detachment thing and loss. You know, this is how I stay grounded. I don't focus on that. And it came to me. And it stays. Been married what? Going on 18 years? Just saying. A lot of y'all can't even keep a relationship for a year. Ouch. Okay? You know, don't take my advice. See how that works for you. Messages from the universe, all right? Opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change, okay? That karmic energy messing with you was the worst possible thing that they could have done. If you are transmuting, like I know you are, all of that dark black magic and negative energy and financial siphoning is coming back to you tenfold. Okay, let's see, what else? Love yourself more by saying no, oh snap, to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Say no when you want to say no, instead of saying yes to please other people. That is a real act of self-love. When we're more concerned about fitting in and being more concerned about what other people think, other people think about us. I keep thinking of Shanquilla. She was more concerned about fitting in and what other people thought of her. And look at where that landed her. You could be around some real devils and not even know it. But you're more concerned about how they look at you or how they feel about you than not giving a flying fuck and doing you and making sure that you're okay. Okay? One more. If something deep within you tells you that, look at these cards are confirming. If something deep within you tells you that something is not quite right, trust this. If you are unhappy in your life, change something. It's entirely up to you. Stop making excuses. You are in control of your own damn life. Yes. Your gut will tell you if a person, place, or thing is not right for you. Like, I'll just use my life as an example. Typically, I get messages, not like audible messages, like I'm not crazy, but I get messages from a gut feeling, that clairsentience, all the audible, all those different things, the clairs, right? I usually get messages from animals, and I get messages from opposition, okay? I'm in traffic going to a certain thing that I know in my gut I didn't want to go to in the first place. You got two choices. Holy Spirit will sit back and say, all right, I'm trying to tell you this traffic. And then something will happen where you get a flat tire, or something will happen where you're obstructed from going on a trip because the financial thing didn't come through for you, or whatever it is, okay? It's like God saying, knocking on the door like, hello, don't do XYZ. I'm giving you warnings. There are always signs and wonders, okay? And you have to take heed. This discernment is something that you need to develop over time. We're all born with it, okay? But a lot of us don't listen to it. And it's something that you need to cultivate. Just like, card reading. The cards are for the people, right? I don't need cards to read you. I could literally read your energy without the assistance of any of the stuff. This is just confirmation for you to get whatever message Holy Spirit, wants me to give you. All right? Use that same energy in the real world. You have to understand that there are signs everywhere. I get signs from birds. Like recently, I'm going to try and see if I can find the clip. There were over 1,000 birds flying over the the house. That never happens. And the bird flu issue is happening right now. Soon after, I started seeing news reports. It's just interesting. The signs that we get. My favorite birds that give me signs tend to be cranes. I see a lot of those when abundance hits. What other birds? Seagulls when I need to go to the beach because, you know, I have a very, very, very deep connection with the ocean. And my ancestors are there, along with my actual, like, family members that I've laid to rest. Their ashes, including my furry babies. You know? And any of you who have ashes, let me just say this. Me personally, I believe you should get them out of your house, because sometimes that energy can be that person pulling on your heartstrings, pulling on the sadness, keeping that energy within you, okay? Release them into the ocean. So maybe somebody in this particular reading needs to hear that. Release them. Release them. You know, even if you have, you know, a backyard or, you know, something that's outside of your house, a protective area, you could put some of their ashes there as well. But release them. Let them go. You're better off for it. All right, let's see. These are so hard to shuffle. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Yeah. Be it a relationship with the Most High, a relationship, a love relationship, right? Honor that person. Don't take them for granted, you know? A lot can happen, and a lot is about to happen. Y'all don't understand. These vibes, these spidey senses that I've been feeling lately about what's about to happen will leave a lot of people evicted, cars repossessed, issues with regarding legal, as well as their ability to stay in the country. A lot of people are going to, like, you know, scramble, get married so that they can, or scramble and ask for help from exes, scramble and try to, you know, finagle all the people that they've been siphoning energy off of to try to make up for the deficit in their lives for crappy decision making that they've made. Okay? Karma is here. Winter is here. Okay? We've been saying this for like, what, a year, 2 years now. Winter's here. You've seen the messages. Did you take heed the first time you heard it and start doing the squirrel thing, putting things away? Did you start paying off notes, car notes? Did you start paying off mortgages? Did you start making sure that your contracts were kosher? That time when I said, check your paperwork, make sure your paperwork is in order, make sure you have everything that you need. Did you do it then? Because that was how many months ago I posted that. It was snowing out. Okay? All right. Final deck, and we're out. I hope you take heed to these messages. They're not comfortable, and a lot of them aren't really that nice. And I know Holy Spirit was fighting with me to get this out, and I was procrastinating. So, you know, I hope this is helpful to whomever needs to hear it. Here we go. How can I deepen my trust right now? Okay. Trust, surrender, let go of the wheel. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety. We were just talking about safety, right? Making sure you had all your ducks in order. And when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. I am stable. I don't have any issues with regard to having to be on social media to make money. I am not in lack. I am not in a position where I have to scramble, scrape, and go crazy and worry about whether people like me or not at a job. I'm free. And it pisses a lot of people off. but I don't care. And neither should you, collective. Let go and trust. Today, find your center in chaos and be certain with your life so you can deepen your trust in others. You know, when you've been battered down and put down and made to feel like you're small, when you know you are the shit, let's stop it. When people make you feel like you're ugly, when you know you are gorgeous, just stop it. When people spread lies and rumors to try to make it seem as if you are not abundant, healthy, and on your game, just stop it. Stop it. That's projection of your energy. Okay? That's your energy that you're in, that you want to destiny swap with the collective. And that is never going to work, child. Like forever and ever. Do the work. Change yourself. We're tired of taking the slack for your inadequacies and horrible planning methods and inability to create income or do whatever the hell it is that you need to do for yourself. And we have to take up the slack and move you into our homes where we have to make sure your bills are paid or figure out whatever the situation is for you that you should be doing your damn self. When these cuts come, be it relatives, elderly or younger, with kids, babies, they're going to have to figure it out. They're going to come scrambling and scraping and worrying about, oh, I need help. You knew this was coming. We've been saying this for years now. About 2 years, this message has been going out. Before I even got on, well, I've been on YouTube forever, but before I even started making videos, you know, we knew that this was coming. But I don't know why y'all were out here like partying and doing whatever it is that you were doing, flossing, showing what you got, spending more money, hanging out here, going on trips. I bet you that's hitting real different right now. Now that you don't have a job and, you know, that mortgage is due. Or you put that land, you had that land and you built that house on there and you didn't realize the property taxes were going to increase $1,000. Or your mortgage was going to increase to $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000 from that $2,000 mortgage rate that you had before. Let's not even go there. Let's talk about apartment buildings. Okay. You didn't realize that the landlord was like, nah, we're going to have to add on another $600 this month, like once your lease ends. Y'all weren't ready for that. But you were partying and doing your thing, trying to show off in front of the collective. How you looking now? I'll wait. I hope this message resonates with you. You have a blessed day.